In this video I'm going to show you the newest updates to my YouTube studio, which includes, well, my second filming setup and primarily this charging station for the billion different batteries you accumulate over the years when you start filming. The charging station has been made possible by Alxum's 120 watt 10 port USB charging station. More on that later in this video and right after the intro. Let's begin with the most simple thing. What do you need to build a charging station like this? Well, in my case, quite a lot. All of this. A pegboard system to hang everything on your wall. In this case I got the IKEA wood variant, which I had to order from Spain because there wasn't anything available in the German IKEA. I already put the hanging system on the wall. This has to be done with 2 people because it's a bit complicated and weird all by yourself. Next up, you need more cable ties than you think at the beginning. This is for binding all the different materials to the pegboard itself. Then you need all those materials that the cable ties actually bind to the pegboard. In this case, I got this small mesh metal shelf right here. It is perfect for holding phones, a tablet or even a travel battery in place while charging. This other mesh metal thing right here I bought actually twice. It's actually an office organizer which should be holding your pens and other pre-digital items, but I have other ideas for it. First, the square thing on the front is the perfect size for the Samsung wireless charging pad. This is pretty nice for charging quite a lot of my earbuds with wireless charging. The small cages at the front are great for holding and charging my Rode Wireless Go 2 mic setup. The one on the back is great for holding multiple different small items, such as already charged batteries and more. And then the second front square pocket is again ideal for holding all of my tube lights in one place while they're actually being charged. Next up, all of the different chargers itself. As you might see, I have quite a lot of LPE6 batteries for my Blackmagic Pocket 4K as well as my Edelgrown Chip 1 setup. So 3 chargers it is. Then one more for Sony NPF 970 batteries and one double charger for my small APS-C based camera. I also bought 5 of those hooks. They are perfect for not only hanging headsets from them, but also unused cables and things like, well, this Xbox controller. And then we need a simple EU plug for connecting all of the devices to the power outlet. Well, I really like those cube-shaped ones. I already have 4 installed in the studio, so a 5th one seemed like a no-brainer. I also got these cable sorters right here. They will be placed onto the side of the pegboard to stow away the incoming cables and to make everything, well, a bit tidier. And then finally the brains of the whole charging station, the aforementioned Alxum 120 watt 10 port USB charging station. This thing has 10 different USB ports letting you connect up to 7 standard 5-volt USB devices, 1 quick charge port, 1 USB-C port with 80 watt output and 1 USB-C with 60 watt output. If you don't want to build the same setup that I have, you can also just get the Alxum hub itself, which also includes dividers that can be tucked into the front side of the device. There is also one especially for smartwatches. Overall, it's a pretty great charging hub for its price point. They also sent me a white 7-port version of the same hub, but for this project I just needed the black one. The 7-port one has less overall juice to give for less money, so if you don't need all of the ports, then the 7-port one could also be a great alternative for your projects. Let's put down all of your things onto the pegboard and make it look as good as you can, because after you've put it onto the wall, it gets actually quite hard to install anything. Well, it doesn't work. I'm happy with the arrangement, and the next step is using your cable ties to fixate them onto the pegboard. If there are any problems, feel free to use other forms of fixation materials such as adhesives or Velcro to tie everything down securely. When you are happy, try bringing the cables around the back and through the holes in your pegboard and connect it with the brains, in my case the charging station from Alxum. When everything is done, it's time to hang it onto the wall and tightly screw it down. The last step is connecting the power outlet to the power, and voila, you can now charge everything all at once. So after that I also finished my second talking head filming setup. I wanted to give it more character than just a plain green wall, so I ordered something I wanted to add in my last studio already, which are these styrofoam accent wall thingies. They are pretty easy to cut, if you have to, and also very easy to fixate onto a wall. You need a styrofoam adhesive and that's actually it. Here's a montage of the build-up process, and afterwards I'm going to talk about some more future plans for this studio.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
To finish this video off, what are the next steps and plans for this studio and my channel overall? Well, getting another camera to create even more efficient shooting opportunities is very high on my list. I'm looking at fully going the Sony camera route, but haven't decided anything yet. But yeah, the FX lineup is something I'm oogling at for quite a while. I'm also debating with adding 2 new lenses to my arsenal, but I postponed that to a later date until I actually decided on the camera first. Other than that, I'm quite happy with the studio so far, and I'm planning on making a DIY gear shelf at the moment, because the only thing actually missing in here right now is more space, especially for all the gear and equipment I'm not using regularly. Other than that, I still have 8 videos in the pipeline right now. All of them are quite big projects that take more time than regular videos. I'm looking forward to actually showing them to you over the coming months. As always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and many other things available for you to watch. Have a nice day, see you around and goodbye.
Nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who